Hi, it's Saturday. How are you? What's happening? I have to go to ShopRite and I really don't want to go. Procrastinating at the moment. That's what I'm doing. So I am ready for the day. Hives are still a little bit better, still a little bit there. It's tiny bit itchy, but way better than the picture you saw. I don't have as heavy of makeup on today. I just did my um, elf something or other that I put on this morning. So I have to run to ShopRite and I need to probably make a list. When I go to that store, I try to shop the outside of the store and not buy a ton of stuff. And this week is going to be busy. So I know for a fact I'm not going to want to cook. So I need to find quick and easy. I sometimes buy these ready-made salads, which are good, and I tend not to use the dressings in them, but they're mixed, and I just have to eat them. Like they're grab and go. Um, I think I need some stuff, probably at Costco, but I really don't want to go to both places, so I doubt I will. I just don't have the energy. So what have I done today? I have cleaned the bathroom. I have taken care of the kitty cats. Um, I have uh, caught up. Caught up with one friend. I watched the phone a little bit, did the whole thing. You know what's really sad? What it seems like what's going to definitely happen is, looks like we're going to lose this for a while. This app. So there's that. This is where I go live every morning because it gives me like a 10-minute window, and I tend to talk most of the time. So that's sad. Don't like that, but it is what it is. You know what I find interesting? So in Canada, there is no commerce. This app exists in Canada, but there is no commerce. But I know in the United States, a lot of people are making a lot of money on this app. So that kind of stinks that they're literally by the flip of a switch, they're going to lose their livelihood. So there's that too. They do say, and I learned from the beginning of doing social media and, monetizing or trying to monetize at times, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. But I will tell you that this place has found a way to help people do that in a pretty easy way. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what happens there. So, on other platforms, you'll be able to find me. I did hear some disheartening things about some of the other platforms I'm on. I'm kind of like, really? Wasn't happy with some of the stuff that I heard. But I have my blinged out Stanley today. I've got the bow going on. I've got the rainbow going on. I've got the butterfly going on. And my purple glittery straw going on. So I've put some more in here. I'm going to put some more before I leave. So I have to make a list for the food store. I am coaching one of the girls that I've been friends with for a long time. And she's doing quite well on my program. So she lost 5 pounds this week. So go, my friend. I don't have permission to put her up on anything, so I don't want to mention her name, but 5 pounds in 1 week. And I'm not exactly sure what diet. I was giving her a whole bunch of tips of like what to buy. She asked me some more questions today, so I'm grateful for that. That's so cool. This morning I did a half a banana. I did 2 egg whites, a regular egg, and a package of what is this called? Kodiak oatmeal. I don't even know if that's how you say it. I want to say Kodak, but that's not how it's spelled. But I did a package of this and I only ate half. So I'm excited for that. I did really, really well with that. And so, yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on this week, appointments and whatever. Tomorrow I have plans. So there's that too. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't like having something to do every night of the week. I really, really don't like that. I don't like having to go. And some of it is, this cat, it's literally a losing battle. I mean, she was actually hissing at me this morning. Hissing. Because I was shooing her away. It's lunchtime. I will let her eat a few pieces, and then I will pick the bowl up. She is very large cat, and she always wants to eat. And she's a pain in the butt. Because I can't leave the food down with the other cats. So I will let her eat a little bit, and then I'm pulling the bowl up. Anywho, so I am disappointed with this app, but I did just finish listening to a book. And in the book, it gave you some really, really good recommendations. And I need to go back and listen to it, just like the Let Them theory. I listened to a Mel Robbins podcast this morning as I was getting ready. I don't think I'm finished. I don't know if it's completed, so I'll listen to the rest of that on my way to ShopRite. It's on some of her book stuff, the Let Them theory, but she did an interview with Chrissy Teigen, so that was kind of interesting. And it was interesting to hear her coach her also. So I've been valuing things that I'm reading. I find that a lot of people do things in life because of fear. And some of what I was listening to, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so right. Completely listen to, like, they allow fear to, it literally will paralyze some people. They cannot do the next thing because they're afraid. They're afraid of the unknown, afraid of what might happen, what might not happen, what could have happened. But what about this? What about that? Oh my God. No, la 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 la. Like I really, fear is definitely a thing. We're all afraid of something. Like, let's face facts. We all have, like, common fears. But if it paralyzes you and you struggle to make that decision, or you're making the decision because of something that you always did, that's fear too. So I think being afraid is paralyzing, and it does stop people. Like, it literally in your tracks. You're afraid to put the food in your mouth because you're going to gain weight. You're afraid to not put the food in your mouth because, you're hungry and oh my God. And then you're afraid to, being judged. You're afraid that what people are going to think about you. It really is paralyzing. And sometimes it's so paralyzing that you can't live your life. You live in such fear. Well, I need to do this, but yeah, about that, and wait, and I got to research, and what about the color and the shoes and the, oh my God, and I can't, and I'm overwhelmed, and I can't, and it's so paralyzing that you literally don't live your life. You spend so much time worrying about everyone else, and sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it. I watched it in action. You don't even realize you're doing it. Really listen to yourself. You're afraid of people not thinking you're living behind a white picket fence. You're afraid of what people are going to think of you. You're afraid of how people are going to think of the decisions that you made, or what you were going to do next, or the job that you were going to choose, or the boyfriend that you had, or the husband that did this, or what about this in my life? I don't want to do it because I'm afraid. But you might not even be using those words. It's very, very powerful if you really think about it. It happens to me. I'm afraid of, like, I go to the heart doctor on Tuesday. I made this appointment like 5 months ago. Nothing to do with my husband, mind you. I have major heart history in my family, and I've not made good choices in my life. I'm afraid of what the doctor's going to tell me. My blood pressure's been, it's been on the borderline. My cholesterol's been on the borderline at times. Like, I'm not making the right choices. I'm not always making the right choices. I don't always make the right choices. We none of us do. But as long as when you wake up, you try to be better. You make that day a little bit better. You make the one decision instead of being afraid to make the decision. You do that thing instead of being so paralyzed because of it. Anyway, I hope this resonated with you, because it definitely resonated with me. I knew it, but when you hear it put into action, and you hear the stories, and you hear what other people are doing, and how paralyzing, I know a lot of people aren't making those next decisions because they're afraid. And I don't live my life like that. I try not to. I don't live my life in fear. I don't live my life in being afraid to make the decision, or what people are going to think about me because I did. Yeah, I care what people think about me sometimes, but I'm just like, you know what? My feelings will get hurt because something said to me, or somebody did something. But you know what? I'm not going to be afraid to do the next thing. Something was said to me, but we don't want to send that out, because what if they say that they don't like what we did? And my advice was, we always want to know what we did, because we want to do it better the next time. We always want to hear constructive feedback and constructive advice, constructive whatever, because then it's going to make us be better versions of ourselves. So anyway, I hope this is powerful, because it certainly was powerful for me. Really sad about this. Hope this stays on forever, and they flip it back on, and they put all our videos back. So have a great day.